Well, it's another day to go racing in 164. This time we're going to go racing with Aston Martin. This is their LMP1 car that was quite successful in the year 2009. So this is the car that came in the box. There's basically three numbers. You could add 007, 008, 009. 007 actually won the entire year for the championship, constructors, and I believe probably the drivers' championship as well. So 008 unfortunately didn't do as well. Alright, well anyways, let's get back to this box here. So if you've never seen these Kyoshos, this is I guess Aston Martin Collection number 1, or Centenary Collection. I'm not sure if they have any other. Well, I know I have an Aston Martin DB5, and it's not part of this collection, so it's possible they had a second collection of Astons, or it was part of a British car collection. Alright, seems as though I actually have one of each of these castings. If you guys are wanting to see maybe a review of this entire lineup, let me know. So this thing was from 2013, so it's a pretty old model now. Unfortunately, I don't see a price on the box. No price on this one. It came in this blister pack. It came screwed to this base, and here we have the car. Okay, let's try to focus on the model here. There we go. Not bad. The mirrors are a different color. It's possible that they, well, I guess Kyosho was lazy, or that maybe they did have a version where it was blue, maybe for a different race or something like that. Okay, let's go to this top front view here. Alright, interesting color scheme here. And then the rear view. So this chassis is actually based off of a Lola. It's called a Lola Aston Martin B09/60. Or, I guess, in abbreviation, it's just a DBR 1-2. It was built by Lola, who makes race chassis, and then co-developed with ProDrive. There's a 6-liter V12 engine in the back there. Well, mid-engine. And it's making around 650 horsepower. And then of 27 races, it won 9 of them. So like 30% of the races it entered, it won. That's pretty impressive. Okay, that's all I learned about the car. So looking at the tires here, I don't know, there's something messed up with these tires. It's like there's a seam, but it's not even concentric. Same with this rear tire. So that's not very good. The wheels, though, they look quite similar to the photograph there. Granted, they're pretty dark, but in this angle we can see them. You can see a little black paint, or wait a second. Nope, that's actually a real vent. It's the casting. The edge of the casting isn't super clean, so it looks a little rough, but it actually is a real vent, so that's kind of neat. There's a little ribbing here with some black paint. All these tampo prints here are nice, actually. They're not decals, so they should stay looking good for quite a while. The base here, we got this flat belly pan. It's screwed together, so if you need to fix something, you could. And then just what the car is, so that's good to see. And the base seems to extend to this chin spoiler here, sticking out quite a bit. And there's some printing on it as well. Sorry, let me try to focus better. Can't really read. It does say ProDrive right there. There's the Aston logo. On time, some sort of sponsorship. Automotive. MirrorNet, don't know what that is. Some sort of, I think this might be the, I don't know if this is a contaminant or the casting. It looks like there's a seam right here, so I think that might be some extra flash from the casting process. The lights are pretty cool because they're behind the lenses, but there's silver paint there. And the way they molded the clear part, it looks like a third headlight. Alright, little panel gaps here for this crazy front end. They got some raised louvers over the tires here, and they actually managed to print sponsorship on them. So that's pretty good. I guess they didn't get all the sponsorship. There should be a sponsor right here. Or maybe the printing is off, actually. I think all this printing is supposed to be actually on these louvers. Alright, well, no big deal. Are these real? Oh, look at that. That's a real vent, too. It's not black paint. It's actual darkness there, so that's pretty neat. There's a central raised black wiper blade here. And then the printing on the windscreen looks pretty good. I think this whole thing is clear plastic, and they actually painted the color on it here. Alright, so that's neat. Separate mirrors look pretty good. This side. Oh. Yeah, it does roll. Look, not very Hot Wheels style, but it does roll. I'm gonna guess maybe that's a fuel filler. Okay. A little vent here, but no black paint, unfortunately. It's too bad. Okay, but there's black paint down in these NACA ducts. More sponsorship. And then some boxes here. I wonder if these can be removed, because some of the more modern LMP cars have a total opening there to reduce air pressure in the wheel well. I don't know if these are LEDs, these circles, not sure. Okay, the wing, it's alright. It's not super thin, nor is it super thick plastic. It's kind of middle of the road. It's interesting. It's obviously attached here. I'm wondering if, I think it might actually be attached at 4 points, because there's fairly little flex in there. So this is a real rear vent here. You can see the tire, right? So that's pretty cool, right? And then I'm gonna guess maybe these are like LED backup lights, or brake lights, I mean. But probably they're just like in a white housing. Alright, so... Sorry. I'm trying to see if there's anything in those middle vents. There we go. Like, how far do these go? Whoa, yeah. That's pretty deep. So, very realistic looking. I don't know if it's bottoming. I think it's bottoming out on something. Probably something up in here, hiding the axle from the rear view. Okay, well, yeah, pretty neat. I don't really see any major paint problems or casting problems. That's a minor casting extra flash there. Maybe there or something, but for something this old, it's actually held up pretty well to the, time. So I'm pretty happy to have this thing. Okay, let's, hold on, I'm gonna get my little spin machine here. I don't have too many LMP cars in my collection here in 164. I have a bunch of Le Mans racers in 187, but they're just such a different scale. I do have this Kyosho Bmw V12 Lmr from 1999, so there we go. So like 10 years beforehand. So it had an open cockpit, and this actually won Le Mans as well. But yeah, I guess in the 2000s they decided to go with closed cockpits and symmetric. Boy, look at this. This thing is shaking. It's like an earthquake. I don't know if you can see that. This cheap spin thing I got off AliExpress. Unfortunately, I don't know of a better one this large. Okay, so the next model I have, and it's made by Spark Model, or Sparky it might be called. It's from 2016. It's a Toyota TS050. So a more modern car. Right. So still a closed cockpit, but now it's got like a ventral wing there in the back, and much more sculpting there. Kind of similar to an F1 car, with the air's channeling around the cockpit. Alright, let's let this guy spin on its own here. Well, I'm definitely happy to get this one. This is the last one I needed to get my Aston Martin collection all sorted out. It's weird. It has nothing to do with any of the other cars in that collection, as you saw in the back of the box, but I still think it's a pretty neat model. I like Le Mans racers. Well, hopefully you guys will hang out, and I'll get a couple more race cars to review in the future. Alright, adios.